Okay. Okay, you guys. Everything you thought you knew about the knitting community, about the podcasting community, it's all wrong. It's all lies, okay? It's all lies. No one is what they seem. Trust no one. Oh God. If you're seeing this right now, it's too late. It's too late. It's all lies. Everything lies. They're all in it together. It's a whole... It's a conspiracy. Okay. Okay. Okay, today is Sunday, it's the 24th of March. My name is Caroline, I podcast and knit under the pseudonym of Dunderknit, and I think I'm onto something. The podcasters are not what they seem. I've had the Knitting Vicariously podcast for maybe 5 or 6 months now, and I thought it would be nice. I thought it would be a great opportunity to meet people, get to know people, maybe meet other podcasters, share things in common, but they're not what they seem. I don't even know where to start with all this. I'm at EYF at the moment, Edinburgh Yarn Festival, and I got invited to what I thought was a knit night last night, and so I went along, and when I was there people started saying things and things just started coming out where I realised that everything that they show us on their channels, all the things they talk about, all the things they post about, it's all lies. And I don't know what's going to happen to me for saying this, but I can't do this. I can't lie to you and be a liar in that sense. And I managed to get some footage. I managed to stash my camera in, I was wearing like a big scarfy thing, and I think I've managed to get some footage to prove to you what I'm talking about and to help you understand, because so much of what they've said to us, so much of what they talk about, it seems to be made up. And I don't know what the big agenda is. I don't know what they're trying to do here, but it kind of makes so much sense to me now. We knit from the same patterns and we use the same yarn, and everyone's trying to get us to, you know, buy things and share things, and I think it's a conspiracy. I'm gonna try and show some of the footage that I got from last night. I don't know if it's gonna mean anything or out of context if it's gonna make sense, but I have to try, because so much of what they were saying last night, it's just not what I understood them to be about. And I think there's something going on. So take Ellie, for example. Ellie of Skein Knits. She's a big designer. She does all this Norwegian colour work and this beautiful kind of very intricate stranded, you know, mittens, and she has sweater patterns and socks. She's got a podcast. It's been running for years now, but some of the things that she said on the podcast and what she was talking about last night, it's that they're totally at odds.
Yes, I've been at 3 days at Edinburgh Yarn Festival now, and I've got lots and lots of yarn. But I've got to tell you, it's awfully scratchy. I don't really like this yarn. But you know, people love the Norwegian with the colour work, and I mean, who wears this stuff anyway? It's kind of old-fashioned, really. I've got to say. But you know, and you know, the mitten club. I mean, that's like how I make my money, and it's like, how many mittens do you need, really? But yeah, I mean, it is really scratchy, this Norwegian yarn. It's not really very nice to wear. It is really scratchy, this Norwegian yarn. It's not really very nice to wear. But I wear it on the podcast, I wear it on the Yarn Festival, which was really difficult because for my days it's so scratchy. But you know, I'm doing it for my Norwegian branding. It's what makes me lots of money. And But I've got to say, in my everyday life, I just go to Primark and I just buy whatever is cheap. I just go to Primark and I just buy whatever is cheap, and it's easy to wash in the machine, and I can just, you know, throw it away when it's no longer in fashion. Because this is really old-fashioned. So, you know, now we made this thing about, like, do you use superwash for color work or do you not? And the thing is, you know, you have people like me saying, oh, you should use non-superwash, and then you have people like Andrea Mowry, Caitlin Hunter using superwash, and we're making this rift in the community, we're making this drama, and that's really good because drama makes money. And you know, it's not really that complicated. You just buy yourself a pattern, you knit the pattern, you look up the needle size and you use the needle size. I mean, who cares about gauge anyway?
And then there's Hannah. Hannah of the Corner of Craft. She makes stitch markers. They're beautiful beaded things. She dyes yarn. There's Kristen of Vullenvine. Two of them, huge podcasters, massive platforms. You know, Hannah has thousands of subscribers, tens of thousands, and Kristen's been going for years now. And the two of them, I thought I understood so much of what they were about, having seen them on YouTube, and then I speak to them last night, and Kristen, she's got a Brooklyn accent. She's talking about how, you know, she barely dyes any yarn and it's all a complete fallacy. And then there's Hannah, who's like, well, I bought all my subscribers. It's insane.
Oh, it's gone.
Can't believe you drank all of that to yourself.
It's alright wine, it's fine. It's
On brand,
it's from Edinburgh, I don't know. Edinburgh, I know. How do you say it?
Edinburgh.
Edinburgh.
Yeah,
Edinburgh.
Edinburgh. Like bra.
Ah,
Right. So how did you find the festival today?
it's alright.
Yeah.
It's alright. There's so much mauve. I don't know. I have so much mauve in my stash right now, so it's like, I don't know. Yeah.
Too much mauve?
Too much mauve. I mean, honestly, my dirty secret is like, I love hot pink. I love hot pink. Hot pink all the way. All the way.
It doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
I just kept getting stopped by people, which surprises me because, I mean, I obviously bought all my subscribers.
Did you now?
Yeah, I mean, I have like 58,000 subscribers and not many views per video, therefore I clearly bought them all. Come on, it's obvious. How many people are falling for it?
God, people are so stupid.
I know, right? It's all buy stuff. That's how you become a podcaster. Hello. Podcast fame is everything. So how's the business going?
It's alright, you know.
Yeah.
It's like people think that I sell out all the time, but let me tell you, I have a secret.
Yeah?
I only put one skein in every update, and people think
That's ingenious. So
I know,
people
right?
think you sell out
People
super
think
quick.
I sell it super quick, but no, one skein per colorway, and it just goes so fast.
Well, I tell you a
Yeah.
secret. I don't bead my own stitch markers.
Yeah.
I get other people to bead them and I sell them pretending it's me.
So ingenious.
It's so clever. Oh my God. And I can charge so much money and nobody's gonna know.
And then there's Christy and Tristan, who are the girls from the Yarn Cafe. So you've got Yarn Cafe Creations, who's Christy, and Dragon Horde Yarns, who's Tristan, and they're a mother and daughter podcast, except they're... I don't even know how to say it.
So, you know, it's so funny that people think that we're mother-daughter. I mean, we fooled everybody.
No, I'm so glad you actually made us put it at the beginning so that people know right away. And then, you know, starting separate yarn companies. I mean, who in their mind would think that mother-daughter would have competing yarn companies? I mean, who in their mind would think that mother-daughter would have competing yarn companies?
I mean, it's quite flattering to me because people tell me how young I look.
We're the same age.
They have no idea that we're the same age. They have no idea that we're the same age. It's so hilarious. I can't even believe that.
No, I loved your ad that you put on Craigslist, though.
I know. I'm so glad you answered it. When I was asking people out there, I need a podcast partner.
Well, when you put fiber on there, I thought you were talking about a dietary thing.
I know.
At
There's
first,
so many.
I really didn't.
So many dietary
I mean,
supplement
I'm not.
I know.
Cheers, grapes, but
I know. Will you quit talking over me? I mean, this is the reason why I keep telling you I might have to put another ad in the paper. You talk over me on our podcast, and I mean, the only reason I have it is because people think we're mother-daughter.
I really think you're letting it go to your head, though. Because you're not my mom, you don't need to talk over me. We're the same age, so back off. We're the same age, so back off. But
Wait, what's your birthday? What month?
you know, what if I had like a secret lost sister that we could just bring into the mix?
It kind of transitions
Up
slowly.
our subscriber count just a little bit.
Who do you know?
We need someone short. We lucked out pretty well.
What about that one girl in your jazzercise class?
Andrea Mowry?
Andrea Mowry, yeah, I think I've heard of her. How tall is she?
You know, I don't know if she actually makes the cut with that though. She's up and moving though. She's been getting a little bit of.
She's a good designer, but I haven't heard her speak. I don't know if she's a good talker. I don't know if she's a good talker.
Actually, I took a class by her once, and I think she actually faked that she was sick, so that she wouldn't talk. She was talking.
I think that's a
About that?
cop-out.
Yeah, no, I don't think she actually knows how to talk.
Yeah. So.
That's why she does so many patterns instead.
Right.
I mean, they travelled all the way from the US, and there's this thing about them being mother-daughter and how, you know, close they are, and then they're lying. And then you've got Diana Walla, who's this huge, like, colourwork designer as well, and she and Ellie are talking about, you know, scratchy wool and not really liking colourwork, and she's got the Paper Tiger podcast, and what am I supposed to think anymore?
How much longer do you think I have to wear this sweater for Instagram and shit?
I mean, the festival is over tomorrow, so you don't have to wear it anymore, and then you can just leave it here. I mean,
You think so?
Yes, you can.
I mean, I'm so tired of all of this itchy wool. I'm so tired of all of this itchy wool and the color work. You know, it's even warmer. I've just been sweating all weekend.
I mean, I took my sweater off, and I'm like wearing my primary cardigan now because that's soft and acrylic, and that's easy to wash, and I can just get rid of it when it's no longer in fashion.
Yeah, I hear you.
Yes.
I hear you.
I mean, who cares about color work anyway? I mean, when you double strand it, it just gets warmer.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a reason why we no longer live in Norway. It's cold.
Yep. Yeah, it's real cold. It's real dark. Had to wear the wool all the time. So, you know, but it's now I've got this image, and it's like I've got to keep it going. So now I'm hiring all these sample knitters to keep knitting color for me.
Yeah, I don't even know how to knit. Yeah, I don't even know how to knit, but people think every Norwegian know how to knit. I mean, have anyone ever seen me knit, really?
Not me.
And then there's Grace of Babel's Travels, and you think, well, with Grace, with her, I understand, I see, you know, I get what I see, but no, she's lying as well.
I see you have a yarn necklace.
When did you get yours?
I got mine yesterday. When did you get yours?
Months ago.
But
Yesterday.
you're so popular.
I mean, you know, Kristen, I just can't.
You can't what?
You know what? I just can't deal with the whole thing, like the mauve thing. Like, what's all that about? Like,
I do it because it's different, alright? It's different than the hot pink,
is it
the
though?
neons, and everything.
Is it different? Is
It
it
is.
different when you do it? Because then everyone does it when you do it.
Someone's got to set the trends. Someone has to.
Listen.
If it's not the hot pink, it's the mauve.
Right. Okay.
It's hike up. Someone who hikes up hills every freaking weekend.
They love it. They love it.
Do they now?
Yes.
Yeah?
Listen, I'm not taking this, okay? I go places. I mean,
You don't even travel.
hey, you said you wouldn't say that. You said you wouldn't say
You
anything
brag
like
about
that.
traveling
Listen,
all
I'm
the
not
time,
talking.
alright? No, you talk about traveling.
Aren't I here? I'm
You
here,
can
right?
just-
I'm here.
Right,
Well,
yeah.
that and the green screen.
Yeah.
You know, for all those like back shots and stuff.
Yeah.
It took me ages to do like all of the the moving like Australia thing and.
What are you talking about, Australia? You've never been to Australia.
I know. That's what the green screen.
Stop
is.
lying. Why do
Listen.
you gotta tell people?
If you're gonna tell me not to lie, then explain the whole mauve thing because your favorite color is hot pink. You know it.
Don't tell
You know it.
Don't you dare tell
No,
anybody.
no. If you're gonna talk about my green screen, I'm gonna talk about your hot pink.
No. Leave hot pink out of this.
Nope.
Mauve. It's mauve. Nobody needs to know I love hot pink.
Listen, you're just stressing me out.
Oh, forgive
stressing
me.
me out.
God forbid. God forbid.
Listen, as if
I put a little bit of stress in your
we do
mind.
all the things that we say we do.
Oh my God. Are you serious? Are you kidding me?
You think they actually believe it? I don't think so.
I don't know.
I don't know. Whatever.
She doesn't even go to these places. And don't even get me started on the cat.
Because the viewers, they love the cats. They love the cats.
They do. They
love
love the cats.
Oh my god, it's like, if you don't have a cat in your shot, oh my god, it's like,
Oh, yeah.
God forbid you don't show a screenshot of your cat or some B-roll of your cat, forget about it. It's like, where's the cat? I don't know. My cat is in the frame. I don't
It costs a fortune. It costs a fortune to get them
know.
in.
How many treats?
I mean, that's why I turned on the money on the, that's why I turned on my ads, just to get the cat in the bloody pictures. That's why I turned on my ads, just to get the cat in the bloody pictures. Why do you get the cat on Tuesdays? Or is it Wednesdays? When do you film?
I don't know, but you've had Bella Beans. You've had Bella Beans for the past 2 weeks.
No.
She's mine this week. Is it he or she? I forget.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
We're splitting the cat, all right?
Split the cat. Should we split the cat this whole time, okay? Should we split the cat this whole time, okay? So, no, but I just, you get them on Tuesdays, I get them on Sundays.
I don't know, that doesn't work for me.
Well, what are we going to do? Because we're going to have to sort something
We gotta figure something out, because those 2 days just don't work for me.
Well, he doesn't, show up in yours so much.
It doesn't, because you have it all the time.
Listen.
She's always on your podcast.
Yeah, because they're always asking for it, so, if you just bang on about it a bit more, then you get it a bit more.
Why are you such a bitch?
And then there's Mars of the Hey Brownberry podcast. That whole nice and soft and soothing and gentle atmosphere that she has in her podcast, her whole aura and demeanour, it's very different in person. Very different.
Wait, that's the number. Wait now. Alright, so me call Ellie about this because you have no patience for foolishness, Pick up. Yeah, I'm me same one. Yeah. Me here say Kristen have an update coming. I mean, I see nothing on Instagram but the update. Two skin the Ross. That's what she said. We bloody cat you talk about. Me talk about yarn. Me not listen. Listen. Me not the time. Here. Tell her say me say. Put them two skin somewhere far. Cause they for me. No. Not no so. She and not the cat can work it out with Grace. This a Hey Brownberry. You know who you talk to? Me can't with you, Me can't. Me want the yarn. I will say that scratch who? Me have all been like this since me had this. Hear me? Two skin. Alright. Listen, your rascal gon' hide them. I know that. Yeah, call me back.
But of all of them, the one that I really cannot get my head around, Mina of Knitting Expat. So if you've seen her, I mean, again, she's had a podcast that's been around for a really long time. Everyone knows that she's a sock machine, right? Well,
don't you think you've had enough? I think that's empty. Your wife.
Yeah, I haven't seen it. I think I need some more.
Shit. Sorry, go on. There you go.
Shut up.
How's your day? You alright?
You guys better hurry up. I'm behind on my quota for this month. You haven't knit enough socks.
I really listen. It was. I had a lot going on.
Excuse. How's that my problem?
I feel like this.
How's that my problem? You stop that.
She hasn't done anything this month. What are you talking about? She's done nothing. I've seen her.
You know what? None of this is my problem. This is a YouTube problem. This is not a me problem.
We need to talk about YouTube. I'm fine.
I mean, it's just. Just shut up and hit us off.
Yeah, okay.
What are you doing? It's wrong. I think she's doing it wrong. I think she's cabling the other direction.
You put so much pressure on me, I can't concentrate.
Listen, you don't
Stop it. You don't have to yell at me like that.
listen to Mina and respect her.
I'm just looking at you.
Grace and Kristen are like her number twos, and just everyone just seems to look up to Mina. She is the one who, for the UK, seems to be kind of where it's at, but I don't know if this stops with her or if it goes on elsewhere. I mean, Ellie said something about Caitlin Hunter. They were talking about Andrea Murray. I don't know how far this goes, and honestly, I'm a little bit scared. So honestly, I didn't really know who to turn to with this, and so I thought that maybe if I just spoke to someone who wasn't even here, someone who I've met with and I've spoken to and she stayed at my house, then maybe I'd find someone that I could trust. But now I'm not so sure.
Hi, Caroline.
Hey, how are you?
I'm just doing some knitting. Do you want to see the sock I'm working on?
Oh, yeah. That's amazing.
It's amazing. Hang on, I'm very busy. What's up?
It's a bit of a weird one. So, at EYF, I went out to this knit night last night, and it was great, and I was hanging out with a bunch of people, and I met up with Ellie, and with Kristen, and with Hannah, and with Grace, and with Mina, and with Tristan and Christy, and there's something really weird going on. When I was there, you know, all the things that they talk about normally on the podcast in terms of, like, you know, Kristen and Mauve and Ellie and Gage, and they just, everything they were saying when I was there was kind of different. So Kirsten started talking about how she really loves hot pink, and Ellie started saying that Gage doesn't matter and she hates colour work and it was really scratchy.
You're overthinking it. You're working yourself up into a state.
But like Mina doesn't even knit socks. She was making Grace and Kristen knit the socks for her.
You're probably just imagining things.
I was there, and Tristan and Kristen
probably had a couple of drinks. I'm sure everything was fine. You're just exaggerating.
I mean, they really did seem as though that's what they meant. I mean, Tristan and Christy started talking about they're not even mother and daughter. Like, it's crazy.
No, you're being ridiculous, Caroline. You were with them for what, half an hour, and think of all the stuff that they put out online every week. You know these people.
I mean, it did seem weird.
You're imagining it. I'm sorry, you're imagining it.
Okay. I like, you're a voice of reason. I wanted to talk to you. I wanted to get your thoughts on it.
Caroline, would I lie to you?
I mean, no. You stayed in my house. You've met my cat. Like, no.
You can trust me, Caroline. Everything is fine.
Okay.
Now, I've got to go. Someone's calling my other line. I'll speak to you later. Bye!
Okay, bye. Bye. I think Amy might be in on this too. And worse than that, I think she might have told someone, because I'm getting these messages and they're not exactly threatening or aggressive, but there's a lot unsaid in them. There's a lot of implicit stuff in there, and I think they might know that I'm onto them. I don't know. I'm probably just being paranoid, right? I'm sure it's fine. I'm sure Amy hasn't said anything, and I'm sure, you know, it's just the sort of thing that people do when they get together, and it's fine. I'm probably just imagining it. Like, I mean, it's fine. It's fine. Right?
swapping phones. The wine has made me limber. Limber juice.
Try bending your knees.
My what? No, we were method.
It's the classic. Try bending the knees next time instead of bending the back.
Listen, I thought
Change your
all the cameras come out as usual. They just want to like prove that they know, like Mina, we're all here, and yes, we get it.
I think I'm just gonna quit knitting and just do spinning for the rest of my life. Like this is just boring. I don't know why I do it.
Do we have to stay here for this to count in like Instagram?
Do we have to stay tomorrow, or can we go? Wait, we need to do a mass selfie. Everyone tags everyone. We share followers. Yeah.
Oh my god, are you? Where's the wine? Did you take the wine?
Where's the wine?
I mean, I gotta
Are you knitting?
I'm knitting for the podcast.
The knit night thing, you took it too far.
Have you seen my H crochet hook?
Super boring.
What? Have you seen my H crochet hook?
No. I think it's over there somewhere.
Where's the H?
Over there.
Anyone have an H?
No.
H. Anybody?
Any excuse.
I think I
What
only
is
have
that
a,
you're
I think
saying?
I only have a 2.
It's an H. An H crochet hook.
Here you go.
What is that in millimeters?
Seriously.
This thing. This thing.
I'm counting.
Damn it! 7, 12, 19, 14,
88.
We love you. This is why I don't come anymore.
If you're seeing this, right now, it's too late. It's too late. It's all lies. Everything lies. They're all in it together. It's a whole. It's a conspiracy. They're trying to get you to knit the same patterns, to knit the same yarns. They're all in it. You don't understand. If you see this, it's too late. I'm onto something, but shit. April Fools! I'm guessing a lot of you probably sussed that out as we were going along in the video there, but just on the off chance, if there were any of you left wondering or doubting the credibility of some of those fabulous podcasters, I can absolutely promise to you that the podcasters are exactly what they seem, and all of this was just a pure piece of daftness and nonsense from the inside of our very EYF tired brains. So hopefully you have enjoyed it. No one's been left emotionally or mentally scarred by this whole thing, and as I say, I can absolutely attest to the fact that Ellie and Diana are both very committed to colour work and to the woolier wools that allow you to knit them up so beautifully. I can promise you that Hannah does hand bead all of her stitch markers, has the myriads of YouTube followers to prove that, and as testament to her beading prowess, they have followed her through her many tutorials, all of which are wonderful. You have Kristen of Villenvine, who I promise both owns a cat and dyes multitudes of yarn for each and every update that she has, and she's not quite that Brooklyn in real life, I will be honest. Similarly, you have Tristan and Christy, the wonderful girls from the Yarn Cafe, and both of them are, 1, delightful in person, and 2, definitively mother-daughter, although Christy, genetically and just kind of everything about you does not suggest that you could possibly have a daughter of Tristan's age, so I do understand why some people would consider that to be very misleading. Grace is by no means a total bitch, and she does indeed travel to all of these fabulous places. She also got engaged just before the EYF trip, so a huge congratulations to Grace, and Mina is an absolute delight as well, and genuinely knits exactly as fast as you think she does, if not indeed a bit faster in real life. And last but categorically by no means least, Mars of the Hey Brownberry podcast is an absolute legend, aside from stealing the show entirely with her fabulous acting skills. She is also just the most wonderful, warm, genuine human being, and I'm delighted to have an opportunity to get to know her, as well as all of the other folks that you saw in this video, podcasters or not. I'm so delighted to have had the time to spend just getting to know them a little bit better. Nor indeed is Amy of the Stranded podcast an entirely just creepy accomplice to it all. A massive thank you to Amy for stepping in and adding a little bit of credibility and gravitas to the general shenanigans. I'm filming this now back home in London. I am filming from a slightly different angle than you would usually see here in my craft room to keep up the general pretense, but I'm also full of cold and snottiness, so I've been trying to disguise it but probably not very well, so it just feels like I've got this kind of face hugger thing in. Anyway, more than you needed to know, but I'm so delighted that you have hopefully enjoyed our silly little April Fool's prank. I can assure you once again that the podcasters included in this video are entirely as wonderful as they seem on their podcasts, if not indeed more so, and I hope that any of you who had a chance to stop and speak to some of them, myself included, at EYF can now attest to just how similar we are to our online personas in real life, and it was a delight meeting every last one of you. I will have an EYF vlog that actually shows the festival itself without the slightly scary overtones later on this week. I've also got a podcast coming, but owing to this general internal facehugger situation, I've postponed that a little bit just to avoid you having to deal too much with my phlegmy coughing and snotting all over the place, because it's not been attractive, let me tell you that much. But there will be a podcast coming sooner rather than later. In the meantime though, I hope you have a wonderful rest of April Fool's Day. I hope no one catches you out. I kind of hope that we did at least a little bit for a second there, but if nothing else, I really do appreciate you checking out this podcast, and I would highly recommend that you go and check out some of the others that were mentioned and featured in this daft little prank, and enjoy the rest of your day. Bye pickles! It's amazing. It's genuinely amazing. I mean, people think you knit like 30, 40 pairs of socks a month, and nobody questions it. Nobody thinks that that's a completely unreasonable number of socks. It's just, sorry. Oh dear. Right. I'm laughing at this. We're ruining everything. I think it's amazing that you've got away with this for so long.
It's a good story.
Oh.
I was like, don't lie. Oh my God, I didn't give you second one. Shorn. It's a sheep. It's a sheep. Shorn. And would you be any more like? I don't know. This is what they have at the tourist place. It looked like sheep, and then there's a sheep on it. I'm like, it's a badass wolf. We went to a sheep fest with your face on, and I saw a sheep on there, so I got a sheep wine bottle, and it's talking about. I get it. Yarn. You know, cheers, whatever. Don't tell anyone.
I'll say nothing.
Circle of trust.
Yeah.
Circle of trust.
Yeah.
Stays in the room. What happened to the room stays in the room, just saying.
Okay.